Hi guys, welcome to Christian Education Kids Edition. So today, before I forget, I wanted to tell everybody I will be bringing new Sunday school bags this afternoon, and there's only going to be two things in them. It's a really small bag this time, but we're going to use those two things all throughout Advent. So starting next week, the 29th, all the way through until Christmas. So today, though, we're not quite in Advent, although we're getting ready for it. We are talking about Matthew chapter 25, verses 31 through 46, and it's the story of the sheep and the goats. And we're going to do it out of the Spark Story Bible. Jesus told his disciples they were like sheep when they cared for one another, and Jesus was their shepherd. They would be like goats if they didn't listen and didn't care. He said, "Do you remember when you fed the woman who was hungry?" "Yes," they replied. "Do you remember when you visited the old man who was in prison?" "Oh, yes, he was lonely," they answered. "Do you remember when you gave clothing to the children who didn't have anything to wear?" Jesus asked. Yes, they were very cold, they remembered. Every time you care for someone, it is like you are caring for me too. God will welcome you into the kingdom of heaven. The disciples wanted to be like sheep. They knew they would be welcomed in heaven. So basically, what this Bible story tells us is that every time we help someone who is in need, it's as if we are helping Jesus. That's pretty amazing. So if we collect old clothes that maybe don't fit anymore and donate those to charity, it's like we're helping Jesus. If we donate money or food to the food pantry and then it goes to people who are hungry, it's like helping Jesus. Every time we do something to help someone, it's as if we're helping Jesus. That's pretty cool. So, and he says that's like being sheep versus being like goats. Goats, evidently, you don't want to be like them. Although I've never really met a goat to tell you one way or the other. Now, today in your Sunday school bag, probably the last thing in your Sunday school bag was a plate with a hole cut out and two ears. You're going to need your glue stick from before, and you're going to need cotton balls. So what I'm going to do, now you can glue these ears on and wait for them to dry, but since we don't have that much time, I'm actually going to take these ears and staple them. But as you know, and you can staple them as well, I am not the most crafty individual. So there might be better ways to do it. Check with your parents. So here are my ears and my sheep, and now I'm going to take my glue stick and start sticking on some cotton balls. And you can even kind of tear them apart a little bit, make them maybe look a little less cotton ball-y, or you can leave the cotton balls as they are, however you want to do it. And I would do lots of cotton balls. And if you want, you can even color your ears black. Like if you have black ears on your sheep, that's okay too. And when you're all done, you can be a sheep. You get a mask. I hope you had fun with today's lesson. Don't forget to put your old bags out on the door, and I will see you next week for Advent. Bye, guys.